take a look at some lead resolve codes. Now, we've gone over phone call resolve codes, but not lead resolve codes. Now, this is really important for your lead database and the lead database for the agency as a whole. So the way that you get to this screen on the lead page for whichever lead you're referring to, you're going to hit the checkout button. That means that after an appointment, for one reason or another, you spoke with this person, you booked them. After the appointment, you're going to press checkout. Now, the first thing on the list there you'll see is sale. Pretty self-explanatory. You made an enrollment. It's going to ask you to enter the ALP for that enrollment. And then it's going to resolve it out of your pack and out of the database. The second one is presentation, no sale. Just as important as a sale, you're going to present to people where you're not going to make an enrollment every time. This happens, it's totally normal. But you do need to resolve the lead properly. Reset, reschedule appointments. Pretty self-explanatory again. You had spoken to someone, set a time, and you need to, for whatever reason, pick a new time. You're going to use that. Now, duplicate. For the most part, you're not going to find too many duplicate leads. The system has its own way of resolving that and combining them on its own. Of course, you're going to have onesies and twosies where it misses. The majority of the time, though, when you are using this, it's because you're speaking to someone and they said that, oh, someone spoke to me, a month ago or a few weeks ago, so on and so forth. It's not a duplicate. All that happened is that the person that sat with that individual or sat with that member never resolved their lead properly. Okay? And then finally, you're going to have miscellaneous. And for miscellaneous, it'll ask you to just explain any reason, why, so on and so forth. A good example would be someone maybe doesn't speak English and there's no one that can interpret it. That's fine. We'll resolve that lead out. You can just explain that there. Refused appointment. It happens, gang. I don't know how else to explain it. Is you'll set an appointment with somebody for one reason or another. They're good with it at the moment, and then you speak to them a little bit later, and they don't want to speak with you. It happens. It's not very common, but it does happen. You'll use it for this, and then finally, do not contact. You're not going to use. All right. So make sure you're practicing this. Write these down if you have to. You'll see these a lot, and remember, you're going to get to the screen by hitting the checkout button on your appointments on that lead page. If it ever shows up that you don't have that checkout button active, it's because you don't have the appointment scheduled. See you in the next.